All right, listen, if dropshipping hasn't worked for you, it's not because you're dumb. It's not because dropshipping is saturated or dead. It's because nobody sat down and really showed you the real laws of the game. So today I'm giving you the 10 laws of dropshipping, explained so even a 12-year-old could understand it. These are the same rules that took me from $0, dead broke, at a movie theater job, to making over $500,000 a month consistently for years. I've been doing this for 11 years. So law number 1, start small, not sexy. Your goal isn't to make $10,000 a day, and it's not to find the next $1 million product right now. Your goal is one thing. Let's make $100 profit per day. And that's literally it. That's the first boss of dropshipping. Once you have $100 a day, you start playing the game of doubles. 100, 200, 400, day by day. And honestly, most of you guys lose because you're trying to speed run to level 50 when you're still at level 1. Let's put the blinders on and let's focus. And when you get to that first $100 a day, man, like everything changes. You're learning, you learn ads, you understand data, you can read analytics. You knew how to build a website at that point. You created ads and launched ad campaigns. There's a lot that goes into that. There's a lot of skills that are valuable to you, even if you don't decide to dropship later on down the line. You can go sell a website to someone for $500 a pop, and it took you 2 hours to put it together. So stop panicking and let's start thinking like a marketer. Small wins stack up. Those small wins build momentum, and momentum is what gets you the big numbers, let's be honest. So law number 2, pick niche, small problem-solving products, right? When I say niche, I mean pick a group. If you're gonna go mountain biking, that's niche, that's a niche, okay? So pick a niche, but it also solves a problem. It also makes their life more convenient, makes their life easier, provides benefits to them. Also, make sure you're always pushing the benefits, okay? They don't care what the product is. They really care about what it does for them or how it makes their life more convenient. So when we're making our ads, we're making our websites, the first thing we need to be showing them are the benefits, not the features, not that it has 3 different modes and settings and this and different colors. No, this makes your life easier, you know? Reduce the amount of time you're taking care of your hair in the morning. Improve the quality of life, whatever it is. Most beginners pick trash products, cute dog toys, knick-knack, gaggy products, you know? You don't want to be a general store. You don't want to be Walmart. You walk into Walmart, there's never just one thing in specific. But you go to Apple, it's one specific idea behind everything, even though they sell multiple products. So you want niche products that solve real problems for real people. It's even better if you can show the benefit being shown in real time inside of a video without any cuts or without any edits. So let's go over a couple ideas, right? A product for dog owners in the snow, a product for new moms. A lot of new mom products, that's one of the things that's always gonna happen year over year. Maybe a product for bad sleepers, a product for gym people, or a product for older folks like grandpa's got bad knees if you wanna do supplements, you know? But sometimes you need more convincing and you need more education. If it's a product that's harder to teach or show up front, like the benefit is hard to show inside of a video, what I would recommend you do is before you take them over to a Shopify page, hit them with what we call an advertorial, right? So it's a pre-landing page. So before they hit your Shopify, they click the website, they go over to what we call an advertorial, which is really an article that we create with AI, and we craft this incredible story that they're gonna take the reader through this emotional roller coaster, and by the end of it, they're gonna solve the problem with our products. Let's say we're scrolling through the internet. We're looking through TikTok, we're looking through Facebook, Instagram Reels, and we're trying to find a winning product that way. That's called the burner method, right? You wanna see an ad that someone's already running, just to know like, hey, if you're spending money running ads and making sales, I can do the same thing if I make a better video and a better website than you. Make sure we check the comments when we're doing this method, okay? If the comments are saying, I need this, I bought multiple of them and I love it, stuff like that, amazing sign, that's a great sign. If people are laughing about it, laughing emojis, tagging people like, I can do this for free at home in 30 seconds, let's just move on, right? Not every product is going viral because it's necessarily a good product. They can be going viral just because people are trash talking the stuff in the comments, let's be honest, you know? A lot of trolls on the internet and people will troll a bad ad. So you know, we're not selling jokes. If you see something that is going viral because it's a funny video or whatever, we're not selling jokes, we're selling solutions. So law number 3, buy data before you buy profit. Let me explain that. So here's the truth that nobody tells you. Your ads are not supposed to be profitable on the first day, the second day, maybe not even the third day. If they are, amazing, you have a winner. But if they aren't, you shouldn't be panicking. You shouldn't be freaking out. That's why we have a structured system in place. We're spending $50 a day for the first 3 days, and we're analyzing the information that it gives us, right? The clicks, the purchases, the add to carts, the initiate checkouts. Maybe we started testing our products at $50 a day and we have 10 different videos that we're testing. One of those videos is gonna perform better than the rest of them. And we are going to see that as we're spending money on these first 3 days. So even if we're losing money on day 1, 2, 3, even 4, we're gonna see, okay, there's this one video that I can put all my time and effort into. I can make more videos just like that because this one video is making sales, but those other 9 are not, they're trash. So we're gonna make more videos just like that. And that's how we get to the profit on day 5, 6, 7. Your first goal isn't to make money, it's to teach the algorithm of Facebook who is gonna buy our product. They don't know. On day 1, day 2, day 3, Facebook is just shotgunning our ads out there. They're just testing everybody. They're seeing who's gonna click, who's gonna buy. Once that buy process starts happening, that first sale makes the second sale cheaper. That second sale makes the third sale cheaper, so on and so forth. So what I mean by buying data and not buying profit, this is not a get rich quick scheme, right? This is just a skill-based system. So if you have the skill and the patience to sit at your computer and watch these metrics as you're spending a little bit of money, you're gonna come out on top. Every click teaches the algorithm. Every add to cart sharpens the targeting just a little bit more. Every sale buys you future cheaper sales, because they're a little bit closer to the actual people who are trying to buy your product. So just remember, the algorithm becomes a sniper over time, but not on day 1. So give it time to learn, give it some data to work with. And profit comes after this consistency, not before. So that takes us to law 4. Simple store, real brand. Stop making stores that look like a garage sale, please. People will immediately click on your website and be like, nah, this looks sketchy. Like, honestly. So even if you built it today, your store needs to feel like a brand. Images, we can use AI for that. Logos, AI. Whatever we can't do ourselves, we have the tools and the resources here for you to do that, to get that done. Simple colors, clean layout, clear benefits, a strong offer, always mobile first. Always should be optimized for the phone screen. As you'll see, 93 to 90% of your website traffic is gonna be off of a phone screen. And a fast checkout. Shopify now has one-page checkout, which is beautiful. You're not designing a science project, right? We're just building a lean, a quick storefront with a few pages that they're actually going to be landing on. All of the other necessities, like a contact us page and privacy policies, these are automatically created with your Shopify store. Link below if you want $1 for 3 months on the Shopify link, by the way. But they're automatically created. You don't even need to know how to code. You just need to know how to drag and drop a few things. So if your store looks clean and trustworthy, you have a really good brand name, all your images are good, and it doesn't look spammy and sketchy, the product sells itself. All right, so law 5, this one's a big one. Warm them up before the pitch. Sometimes you can't just show them a price. You can't just say buy now. Some products cannot be sold instantly on an impulse. Sometimes the price scares people, or the idea confuses people, or let's be straight up. Maybe the product is new and it just needs context, like nobody even knows what it does or how it works. They've never seen it before. So that's where a pre-lander comes in. So here's a few pre-lander bullet points. A pre-lander warms them up to, here's the problem, here's the story that you can relate to, here's the solution for the problem, here's how I found that solution and how that solution, how quickly it gave me results, and et cetera, right? So problem, why the problem matters, here's what happens if you ignore the problem, here's a new solution, which is our product, and then boom, click this button and go to the website, which is then gonna be your Shopify store. So by the time they reach your Shopify store, when you do this formula, they're not curious, they are invested. They read a whole story. They're way more informed than any regular customer would be if they just watched a video and came to your website. So pre-landers can turn a really hard product into some easy money. All right, so law number 6, I love this one so much, and this is what made me pretty much all of my money up until this point. Your creative is the engine of your entire business. The videos that you use, that's the motor of the car. But hear me clearly, your ad creative is more important than every other button combined in your business. Because let's be honest, you can have the coolest product ever, the best website anybody would ever have seen, but nobody is seeing the website because your video or your images or whatever are so bad that nobody even wants to click it to go to the website. You can have the best product in the universe, but if the first 3 seconds of your video sucks, it will not sell. I'm sorry. But I'm not, because I'm teaching you exactly what you need to do and how to fix that. So your hook needs to slap people in the face and get them to stop scrolling, okay? You can either piss people off and they will stay and listen to everything you have to say. Or if they love what you say, absolutely love it, they will stay and also listen to what you have to say. But if they feel no type of way at all, they're in the middle, then they're gonna keep scrolling and you're not gonna hook them. So here's a few things you can do. You can use a shocking visual, a crazy problem, maybe a really big promise, an awesome testimonial transformation, then show what the product does for them. Show them what the product does for them in real time if you can, preferably. People don't buy products, people buy feelings. Remember that. All right, law number 7. Test smart, not wild. So testing is where beginners get stressed most of the time. So here's a simple testing system that anybody can use, anybody can implement, and I highly recommend you do. So step 1 is gonna be test the videos themselves, test the creatives. So 1 campaign, 10 ad sets inside of that campaign, and then 1 video per ad set. So if you have 1 campaign, 10 ad sets, you're gonna have 10 videos, 10 different videos, and you're gonna have 1 video inside of each ad set. Let them spend a little bit and let the algorithm pick which one is performing the best. So after a few days, you're gonna notice that there's maybe 2 to 3 videos out of that 10 that is performing very well. So what we wanna do now is you wanna take those 2 or 3 videos, create a new campaign with 10 more ad sets inside of it, but in each ad set, we're gonna have all 3 videos that were performing well, and then inside of each ad set, we're gonna be testing 1 interest that is somewhat relative to our product's niche. Okay, so 1 campaign, 1 CBO campaign, 10 ad sets inside, and each ad set has 1 interest that it's targeting. And then inside of each ad set, you have all 3 winning videos. You can put this CBO to $100 to $200 a day, or if you wanted to not do a CBO and do what we call an ABO, ad set budget optimization, set each one to $10 or $20 a day in budget. That's it. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't try and reinvent the wheel. Sit back and let the data tell you what is working. Once it does that, we're making money. We want to reinvest that and make more creatives that are even better than the ones that we started with, because now we have a really good idea of what the audience is liking, what Facebook is liking, or what kind of angles that we can lean into more, you know? Law number 8 is never copy and paste. Good artists copy, great artists steal. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna make it your own, or are you just gonna take what they have and put it on your website or put it in your videos? No, even if we're doing that, we're taking 20 videos and we're putting them together and making 1 video. You know? So copying and pasting will always lose to someone like me. I have more data, I have more money, I have more experience. I have done this so many times. The only way that you can beat me is by winning the bid. Facebook is an auction system and they're auctioning off your videos. The best video gets the cheapest clicks and the cheapest sales. Doesn't matter how much money you're spending. That's how we're able to step in and compete with massive businesses, because we just analyze what they're doing, improve it a little bit. We lean into the algorithm and what the algorithm wants, and the algorithm will favor our content over theirs, even if we have a smaller budget. So if you can copy me, and if you try to, it's like walking into a fist fight with someone who's been training for over a decade, right? But if you walk into the situation of how I got there and do that instead, you're gonna have a way better time getting to the money, I promise you. However, you can beat me if you do what most beginners just aren't willing to do. So get custom, go unique, be niche. So improve the angles, improve the ads, improve the offers, improve the website, improve the photos, the clips in my videos, the text in my descriptions, whatever you gotta do. Improve the experience. Winners don't copy, winners innovate. Law number 9, increase your AOV, increase your life. Let me explain that. AOV stands for average order value. Even if I'm marketing a $20 product, once they come to my website, they see that I have an offer for some sick bundle that costs $74 that they are not purchasing. But they only came to the website anticipating some cheap pair of gloves or whatever the item is, right? Increasing your average order value will increase the amount of money that you can spend on ads. And you don't have to worry about how much money you're gonna lose, because you know, even though your product only costs $20, 5 out of 10 people are gonna buy this buy one, get one free deal, and this free gift, and that shipping option, and this warranty option, all these little tricks up the sleeve that you're gonna have on your website. So the way that you're gonna do this is with Bundles, BOGO, buy two, get three free, buy one, get one free with a free gift, but in reality, you're incorporating the price into everything, right? Priority shipping upsells or even priority processing, so they can skip the line and have their order shipped out faster. Add to cart add-ons. I like to add an app on my store that lets me have a little checkbox in my add to cart page, which is I can offer like a $5 warranty upsell. $5, $10, 1 year, 2 year warranty, a premium version of the same product, and then also related items. So you can bring them in with a cheap version, but then once they hit the website, they see that there's a $20 more expensive, $30 more expensive option that has a couple extra features that they might be asking about. And literally just by adding a couple apps, adding a couple of buttons on your store can turn a $40 order into a $60 order. It can just double your profit instantly, overnight, literally. Same customer, more money, less stress. And it doesn't cost you anything extra to ship more items to the same person. They're going to the same place and they're going inside of the same package. The most important law of dropshipping, law number 10. Protect your accounts like your life depends on it. Your business does not die because you run out of goods. It dies because your accounts get banned. Here's what you need to do in order to avoid that. Set up an LLC. Once you start making money and you start making profit, you know that this is something you want to scale, you need to set up an LLC. With that LLC, once you do that, you need to establish an EIN number for that LLC. This is like your social security number, except for your business. Once you get your EIN number, you need to use that EIN number and establish a business bank account. All of the money that you get paid needs to go to that business bank account. Don't worry about this until you're making money, but once you're making money, do these. So send all of your payouts to your business bank account. Anything that you pay for it from your business bank account. Keep your dispute rates under 1%. That sounds crazy at first, but once you start getting 100 orders a day, it's not that hard to make sure that you're not getting disputes. Just make sure that you have someone responding to your emails. If your customers are not getting email replies, they will refund as fast as possible, I promise you. Install tracking apps. So with the supplier that I give you guys, ZenDrop, you automatically have tracking numbers uploaded into your Shopify store. What you need to do though is for PayPal, you need to install another app on your Shopify store that automatically uploads the tracking numbers into PayPal for you. Because PayPal is one of the best things for your business, but they love holding people's money, bro. I've had tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars held by PayPal, by Shopify, by just tons of people, right? It always happens. It's like a review system that you go through. Once you hit a certain revenue number in your business, they're going to ask you for all of the documents I'm telling you to prepare right now. So as long as you have all of these things, you'll be good to go. Avoid scams, okay? People are going to be emailing you, trying to sell you this or sell you that service. You got yourself here. You don't need to listen to anybody trying to fish around for a scam, okay? Be smarter than that for sure. One of them is don't overspend on weekends, right? We all know Shopify doesn't pay over the weekends, and sometimes that Monday payout doesn't hit till Tuesday or Wednesday. So even though on the weekends, we'll see our ads start to make a lot of money Friday, Saturday, Sunday, even Thursday, and we'll keep upping the budget and spending more money. But let's say you hit 5-10 grand a day and then Shopify hits you with a review and they're going to hold that payout for a few days while they review your information, and you're spending $4,000 a day or something. So you're going to run out of money, charge you for the invoice for your ads. You're going to get declined because Shopify hasn't paid you yet. And now all this momentum is kind of getting lost simply because you were kind of moving too fast. You were getting ahead of the gun, right? So keep your ads and your ad account active at all times. They go hand in hand. Don't overspend on the weekends and keep your ad account active at all times. Have multiple ad accounts too. So all in all, protect your accounts and you will protect your bag. Once you lose momentum, it's almost like restarting from zero sometimes. Unless you're smart and you hold data to the side and you use the information that you learned. Outside of that, if you mess up too many times in a row and you get all your accounts banned, like you're gonna have to start from square one again. So stay alive, stay consistent and keep pushing. Right? It's not that hard once you figure out all these little steps, but if you're doing all of this for the first time and you don't have the sauce, man, you're gonna have a hard time. So if you want to, I do have a mentorship. I do have a school community, a course that I just dropped. I'm about to triple the price. If it's already tripled, then don't get mad at me because you took too long. I'll see you guys in the next one.